Good morning, people. Little delay here. This thing took forever to frickin' load, but we're back. Hope everyone's doing well. It's Thursday. It is March 27th. For some reason, that date seems important. I don't fully know. Anyways, Thursday, right? Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow we have the PCE data that comes out pre-market. Not everyone, but the Fed's main inflation gauge, or favorite inflation gauge, most say. So that's going to be an interesting market mover before the market even opens. And last night, right? Well, I guess yesterday, in essence, we had a pretty big sell-off that happened throughout the markets. NASDAQ lost a decent bit of its gains, right? We pretty much pulled back towards that gap-fill territory on both NASDAQ and the S&P after we had that run-up from Friday going into Sunday pre-market. In a matter of one individual day, the downside keeps holding out. You have NVIDIA that is getting absolutely smacked around. NVIDIA took a pretty big beating yesterday, and it's gapping down even more today, with a lot of tech slumping over. So we've seen loss across the board. It's still a huge struggle for big tech to find its footing. And is this a bear trap, or are we going to see a sweep of the lows? We're at a very pivotal juncture right now in these markets that honestly, it won't take a lot for the potential of a sweep of the actual lows that we saw last week versus us actually rebounding from this market. So we had Trump imposed 25% tariffs on cars, announced that his latest tariff move yesterday, this was in the evening, saying that he would implement 25% import tax on all cars that are not made in the United States. The same that's spurring domestic manufacturing, but it's also likely to lead to price hikes and complications for the U.S. auto industry, which is dependent on supply chains that are intertwined with Mexico and Canada. And the new tariffs will be in addition to those that are already in place. And the trade war is far from over. The president is expected to add reciprocal tariffs on April 2nd, though he has indicated that they could be flexible and there could be flexibility. So we'll see overall how that does shape up. But in terms of, I guess, other news, the revival of the IPO market, right? That's the big question. It's been years now since the IPO market has been taking a kind of slower approach, generally a beatdown, pretty sluggish